Learning sprints is a simple and effective process to engage in collaborative teacher learning and practice improvement. As educators, we're all looking for better and easier ways to continually enhance our practice so that we can maximise our impact on student learning. And the learning sprints process helps educator teams do exactly that. There's 3 simple phases of a learning sprint. First, we prepare a sprint, then we run a sprint, and we review a sprint. During the prepare phase, teacher teams come together in the normal collaboration time they already have to determine what is the next area of practice that they want to deliberately improve next. Now, to do this, they're looking at elements of student learning, they're looking at student learning data and asking, what is it that our students need us to learn next? And they'll define their practice improvement by defining the outcomes they want to improve for their students. They then design collectively, drawing on the best available wisdom from their team and the research literature, an approach that they want to try out in their classroom. And then lastly, they determine together how they're going to assess whether or not their change is actually an improvement. So after the prepare phase, teachers head on back to their normal classroom work and they engage in their sprint. And the sprint is where we deliberately try to take the ideas that we develop together during the prepare phase and apply it in our own classroom context. Deliberately trying to develop our capacity, sometimes seeking out peer support and guidance from experts as we try out this approach for our students in our classrooms and collect some student learning evidence to see whether or not the changes we're making are actually having the intended impact on the students in our classrooms. And then lastly, after 1 to 4 weeks, we come back together for the review phase. And during the review phase, we're looking at the evidence of student learning we've collected and looking at whether or not students have made the desired progress, and also being open to the fact that some students may not have progressed in the way that we'd hoped. And here we engage in deep discussion to learn together about what's worked, what hasn't yet worked, and what we might want to transfer into our future practice. So a learning sprint is really a teacher learning sprint. It's all about how we individually and collectively improve our practice to maximise our impact on our students in our classrooms.